That's about the right size. Cut this to length, stain it, and I'm also thinking, while I'm at it, based on this diagram here, it's got these strips along the side. Now the kit didn't come with these strips, but I think I'm just gonna use the basswood I have and make my own and put them on. So I'll paint them the same color as the walkway, a flat reefer gray. So let me get on with it. I'm going to cut one out to use as a template, and I'll measure the other ones against it. Yeah, I think all I need to do is square this off, square the end off, and I think we should be good to go. Stained up fairly close. Looking fairly close to what they should be. I'm happy with it. And if I put this alongside like in the picture, that'll work. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is just paint this reefer gray. I'm actually not going to bother airbrushing it, so I'm just going to use a paintbrush. Shorter here, but I'm just going to leave those on the inside, get it even on the outside. That's going to be covered up by the walkway. Okay, just like that. For this boardwalk here is get this centered and flip this over and glue this from the bottom. Glue this from underneath. And I'll use a little cheap paintbrush for that. Okay. Well, that's pretty much the end of this saga here. Just to wrap things up, it's a nice little kit. It's got some very nice detail. Unfortunately, the kit was marred, partly by instructions that weren't necessarily too terribly clear, and I ended up with some parts here that I didn't know what to do with. So now the company did supply an email address for me to ask questions if I wanted to, but coming from a software design perspective, if you're going to make a kit, you want to make it in such a way that you generate the least support calls as possible and the fewest support calls as possible, you know, and they would do that by having instructions that were pretty detailed and pretty clear. And that's kind of the same way with software design and development. You want to make it a way, design it in such a way that it's all pretty much clear and self-evident. You eliminate support calls, you eliminate a lot of having to walk people through stuff. I mean, you still may end up having to do that anyway, so that's probably the biggest flaw, downside of this kit, is that the instructions weren't terribly clear, especially if someone who may not be terribly experienced, like me. I don't have a whole ton of experience putting these things together, and if someone were completely green trying this, they would probably be at a complete loss on how to get this thing together. So so this is probably more of a kit for more of an intermediate, maybe even an advanced modeler. So but it's a nice kit. It's a new company, and it's got some good detail, and you know, they got to start off somewhere, so hopefully they can make improvements in their instructions. And but other than that, this has been a challenging and fun kit to build, so I'm glad you sat things out with me. So anyway, that's it for this series.